Welcome to part 6A of our orientation. It's going to take me more than 5 minutes to talk to you about the syllabus, so this will be in two parts. But let's get moving. Before we do so, I want you to have an actual printed copy of the syllabus and the calendar. There's a couple of reasons for this. One, there's a lot of information in there, and frankly, it's often easier to just have a piece of paper to be able to look at. If by some chance you forget how to get to Canvas or our course calendar, you can see the address right there in our syllabus if you have that printed out, and it helps you know at a glance what you need to know about the class. So have that printed out, take notes on it as we move through this orientation this morning. Or I guess it's not necessarily morning when you're watching this. So let's talk about the syllabus. Actually, I'm just going to jump right into the syllabus. Here we go. So I've got our syllabus in Google Docs, and if I make changes, you'll be able to see those right away. So you can often reference the link, and if I do make a change to it, I'll let you know. But this is how it is at this moment. Changes may happen. I want to let you know that my preferred method of communication is email at my Highline email address. You can also call me on my cell phone, or you can text me, and I'm happy to take those and try to get back to you. If you text me, be sure to let me know who you are because, I don't often, sometimes it's hard to know how to answer your question if I don't know who you are. So be sure to tell me your name when you're texting. Here's our address for Canvas. We've got our outcomes and objectives. I'm just skimming through this. There's stuff I'm going to skip, but that doesn't mean it's not important. You should read through the syllabus very carefully. As you probably know, or maybe you don't, I'm an attorney. That's what the JD means after my name, Juris Doctor, and I consider this syllabus a contract between you and me. And as with all contracts, you need to read them. And so be sure you read this one and fully understand what the expectations are. My learning expectations are all listed out here, including professional communications, what you can expect of me, including that I get back to you in a timely fashion, that I grade your work fairly. So that lays the foundation for our course, and then we get into the activities, which we've already talked about: the essay, the discussion, the quizzes, the service learning project, which we have not yet talked about. It's not the kind of service learning project that you are probably used to. This service learning project will have you sharing. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to schedule any hours or anything. This will have you designing a way to share information with people about what you're learning in the class and get them to take action. So this is a fun thing. You don't have to take action. You try to get them to take action and then share how that worked out for you. So I'll tell you more about the service learning project when that's assigned in week 2. The midterm and the final, that should say midterm and final, uh, are based on the outcomes for the course and on your work from the quarter. So you'll be doing essays, for instance, every week, as you know, and you'll also be working on your service learning project. You'll be doing research for your discussions. You'll pull all of that together and put that into a slightly different format in the final. So as you're doing your research throughout the quarter and you're finding information, save that. Don't get rid of it, because you're going to need it when you pull everything together for the final. And it will be sort of a copy and paste type of thing where you're using really the work that you've already done, but you will probably need to do a little bit of additional research. So make sure that as you're researching through the quarter, you're really doing a good job of keeping track of the work that you were doing. Okay, we've already talked about the grading for your work. The service learning project is 15% of your grade, and your final is 15% of your grade. We've talked about, you need to use Highline's student email account, and if you didn't know that, then you probably wouldn't be here listening to this, so I know that that's okay. Let's talk a little bit about, the late policy, and I'm about to run out of time, so maybe I will go into the next section and talk about the late policy in the next portion of this recording.